So, as you could tell from the title of this video and my gauge pod being blown out currently, I've been doing a lot of work to the Subaru, but as you could tell from the title of the video, my car is broken again. I'm very upset. So, just a quick overview of what I did, just to catch you guys up. I only have about 15 minutes before I'm actually heading out to go snowboarding, so I'm going to go over it real quick. And also, there's a couple good things about this video, like of course, this guy here, which is pretty sick, from No Coast Engineering. I'm going to show you what I did yesterday as well of kind of installing that. But first, let's talk about what happened to my car. So basically what I did is I replaced my power steering pump. Like I said, everything went good, everything went smooth, and topped off the fluid, and I began doing like the power steering braking procedure with the engine off, kind of moving the steering wheel left and right till the level went down, yada, 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 right? So I was just following the instructions, everything seemed to be going good. So this is where stuff started getting bad and where my car is officially blown out. Like, let's just, here's the key, right? Ready? Try to start it. Nothing. I get nothing. But let me tell you what happened last night. Maybe you guys could help out. So, I got the car up in the air, and now I turned the car on, and I'm moving the steering wheel. And so I got two issues. Number one is there's still air in my system because I'm still feeling a vibration in the steering wheel when I'm turning, like kind of if I was to go faster than normal. Because normally I'm supposed to go slow, I was going slow, but it still started to vibrate, so I still got to bleed my my power steering, right? But I was just getting overdoing that, so I decided to give up for the night, and I was going to put my car down to the ground. So I got it off, got the front wheels back on the ground. Once it's on the ground, I was going to back it out of the driveway. I go to try to turn on my car, and I get nothing. I go, ready? I go, put my car, or put the keys in. First click, we're actually good. Something turns on. Second click, everything, you know, fuel pump and everything. So I let the fuel pump prime just like normal. And then I try to start my car and I get one click. After that one click, everything dies. Everything dies. Now keep in mind, I started the car multiple times over when I was doing the power steering thing, right? So that was totally fine. Once the car touched the ground, I try to turn it on. Nothing. I get one click, everything dies. I'm like, what the hell? Go out to my battery. My battery has 6 volts. And I was like, what the? Did I just pop something? Did I blow a fuse? And my starter relay? So I start looking at all these things. And so I'm looking around. And then all of a sudden, I check my battery again. And it's at 12 volts. And I was like, I do from 12 to 6 back to 12, and then I go in my car, everything's working, the gauges are working, lights are working, like the car never died, and I was like, what the hell? Try to do it again, but every time I go into the run position, I get a one click or I get nothing. Like the car just, it gets sucked somewhere. Like I have a short to ground or something, right? Like, or my battery just popped and died and it just was on its last leg. I don't know. I wish I could be going over all these things now, but that's going to have to be a separate video. I just wanted to update you guys on what the hell's going on with my car. I was supposed to have a video out a couple days ago, but I kept, like I said, I kept trying to fix things. I wanted to install a few things, like my airlift mount, which is really badass. And also I was hooking up my overpressure gauge. I was getting everything dialed, and I was going to have this super sick reveal. But now I can't make that super sick edit reveal because my car died. So I am pretty upset. But what we can do is we can actually go back a couple days where I show you guys how to install this airlift mount actually, so you can get some good content out of this video, which is actually pretty sick, and it was actually a super easy install. So let's go ahead and go back to past Alex a couple days ago, and I'll show you guys how to install this. What's going on? That's it. That's all I get. That's all right.
That was the intro, so
well, that's no. This is
that's
yeah.
my
You're
hello.
Right. Must be nice. Must be nice. Must be nice. So clearly, it's raining, and it's nighttime. But that's okay because I start videos whenever I want. Apparently, as we all know, how to take out this guy exactly. You literally just like pull up, just like that, boom, boom, and then it pops right out. And then the cigarette lighter is just these two little guys here, and you pull them off. But here is the main attraction. Now, as you can see, this thing is actually 3D printed, and it's like really nice quality. And it has everything for your cable that goes through right on the back. So everything is going to be tucked. In a previous video, I mentioned that I really like simple, clean things and hide all the wires. That's exactly why my access port's in the center of my dash, because the wire gets hidden. Because I just don't want to see any wires. And I try to figure out a way to mount my airlift controller at a way where I didn't see any wires and it was super clean. And once I saw this mount, I was like, oh my god, I need it. So that's why we ended up with this guy. And actually, it got sent out by the boy Matt at No Coast Engineering. Thank you so much for hooking it up. I'm super stoked on it. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. So now I will show you the very easy install, which is really just 4 bolts. So first things first, you actually want to get, of course, the orientation of your buttons right first. So because the mount's going to be sitting in like this, obviously the buttons are upside down right now. So all you need to do is there's only 2 bolts right in the back that I took out right there. Once those 2 bolts are out, you just need to peel up on this and it will come right out. So now I'm going to flip this guy around. And of course, once I start up my car, I'm actually need to change the orientation that this went, which I could show you guys how to do that in just a little bit. But now that the buttons are good to go in the right orientation, all I need to do is put in the 2 screws in the back again to make sure the buttons are secured, and then I'll show you the next step. Then you put the controller inside the mount, and then with the mount you actually get some bolts as well. These little tiny ones that are actually going to be securing the controller to the mount, and you just need to sneak them in here and screw them in. Now the next thing you do is there's only 4 screws holding this, the actual tray itself. And then these 4 screws are going to come out, and as you can see, obviously this is just going to bolt right in. It literally fits OEM. It's going to look super sick. And boom, there you go. Airlift controller fully installed. Now obviously my hands are really dirty and now the controller's dirty, but now all we're gonna do is plug it in, see what it looks like. Should be sick. We are in, boys. Quick tip, this needs to come out and you actually need to run the wire for the controller first. So get the wire through the hole, then the hole obviously connected to the controller back in, then screw it on. That's definitely the way to do it, and I found out the hard way. So now, gotta get all these wires tucked all nice, and before I fully clip this back down, I'm actually going to see if in fact the controller turns on. Do you think it's gonna turn on?
Yeah, I think so. I trust in your abilities as an electrician.
Ooh. Hello.
Wait, it's upside down.
So it's upside down because I need to change the orientation, but that's no big deal because I can show you how to do that tomorrow. Bow. So now that you guys saw the super sweet install and that nice little edit as well, that's pretty much, unfortunately, all I got for this video. I know it was kind of jumbled, kind of rambled, and now you're kind of just feeling like low-key upset that my car is broken again. But you know what? I had a nice rest over it, and I really thought about it. And you know, I'm just gonna take this as an experience, and hopefully you guys can learn from it. And when I figure it out, because I will, I'm obviously going to update you guys. But like I said, I'm actually heading out this second. I'm sure Tommy's actually waiting on me. We're going to go snowboarding, so I'm just going to enjoy the weekend, try to forget about the freaking blown out Subaru. Pray for me, and if you know what the hell is wrong with my car, then let me know. Just a quick update if you're actually following and trying to help out for the whole diagnosis of this. Now I got nothing. My battery is at 4 volts, so it's like I have a huge parasitic draw, and I think that I have a short to ground somewhere, or my battery just somehow exploded. The positive terminal is actually kind of close to the intercooler piping, so I'm wondering if that actually touched it and then kind of just blew up the battery. So what I'm thinking is I might take my wagon battery and just use that as a test mule and put it in here and see if that helps. And if it does, then obviously I know that I popped my battery by the positive cable touching the intercooler piping, actually, because it looks like it actually did my contact, which could be a thing. And also, you're obviously going to be checking, starter relay, and I'm going to be going through the process. Is the starter, or was the starter, getting 12 volts? I'm going to kind of break it down like that and show you guys the way I'm going to diagnose the fact that my car is actually broken. And then I'm going to have to diagnose my power steering having air in the system. So if you guys can help me out on that as well, or any tips, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I'm sure you guys are kind of over me talking, and hopefully you guys are looking up things to help me out with the freaking car, because I'm pretty blown out. Either way, I think that's pretty much all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as you could. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.